up early in the morning. But you go ahead and get them. Out here heading to the beach. Olive Palm again. The waves are looking pretty good. Water looks pretty clean from back here. Beautiful morning. Another day at the office, another day at work. And we're gonna see what we catch today. Shooting for whiting. But whatever we get, you know, it's still gonna be a good day of fishing. I plan to show y'all a little bit of how to surf fish. Show you some of the bait I use, some of the shrimp that we caught in one of the previous videos that we're going to use today. And also, we're going to show you sand fleas. Show you some of the things that's in the surf that the fish are eating on. Show you why these fish are here. Stay tuned. Alright y'all, I wasn't recording and got the first one. Let me go ahead and get this camera on. That's a nice one there. Those fresh shrimp that we caught the other night. I told y'all them white windows coming. What hit them. Alright y'all, let's see what happens. Alright, I just want to show y'all a couple pointers like I said. So when you come out to the beach, you know, I know at least in the ocean, every 6 hours, about every 6 hours here in the Charleston area, tide goes in and out. So low tide, high tide, every 6 hours. So what you want to do is you want to catch the tide at low tide and at high tide to kind of look at the structure of the land. I noticed at this spot, at low tide, there'll be a hole in front of me, and you can cast into that deep hole and catch a lot of whiting. But at high tide, the land is a lot more flat. Along with this, there goes the bite right there. That's another thing I wanted to show y'all. There's a difference between the tide pulling up and down on that rod, which right now is pulling down on the rod, and then you have a fish that's actually shaking it, you'll see the rod shake rather than just up and down. So I don't know if he got off or not. Hopefully, and if you leave a fish on there too long, a shark will probably come and eat it. Something else I wanted to show, like, so you can kind of see, I don't know if you guys can see the way that the current is pulling back and forth. You can tell that this is flat land, and when it gets back up in there, it's a hole. So I'm casting into that hole, into that dip in that deeper water, and that's why I've been catching those whiting at. And this is called surf fishing because you're in the surf. Oh, let me get this fish, y'all. I'm glad I went ahead and got him. He's like a 13 or 14 inch whiting. I'm surprised he wasn't fighting harder than that. He fought at the end when I almost got him in the land. Let me get him in the cooler and I'll show you some more stuff. I normally don't fish this spot because, as you can see, it starts to get real flat. But I was looking and I found another hole. Cast into there, got a bite, I missed it. Cast back out, I got both of them. Gotta find those holes, y'all. Alright, y'all, so got that fish taken care of. The tide came in a lot more, but I don't know if y'all can see it. So you see how it kind of looks like when the tide pulls back, you can see the shells on the ground. Along with that, sometimes you'll see it looks like it's pulling the shell, but there's not actually anything there. And that is one of the baits that these fish will feed on in the surf, called sand fleas. So I'm going to try to catch them for y'all, just so y'all can see what they look like. A lot of times you walk up to them, you'll see their antennas up in the ground if you take your time and walk. And if you get too close, they'll pull their antennas back down into the ground. So I'm going to catch a few and bring it over there for you guys to see. Look at them crawling. There goes one of them. See him keep trying to crawl away. And you feel funny in your hand. Good bait for pompano whiting. And they're right up under the sand. They're trying to dig back down in there. I don't like touching them. I'll actually find something to hold them, and then I'll hook them like that. But that's why the fish are here. They're here looking for that bait. Let me take the camera. And that's what really makes surf fishing easy, because a lot of time if you find the bait, you'll find the fish, and there's always stuff washing up in the surf. You know, you got your live bait, you got your sand fleas that we just saw, shrimp, mullet, menhaden, and you can catch pretty much anything on the beach. So hope you guys enjoyed that little segment. Got out of my comfort zone for y'all. And I'll probably give you just a look at what I use when I fish. the kind of rig that I use. Alright, y'all, so this is what we ended up with. About 6 pounds of whiting, not a lot today. I didn't stay out there long. Like I said, I got out there later, got out there at the high tide, which I don't typically do. But I had someone wanting to buy some. So, but to get these scaled and gutted for them, get them cleaned up. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you learned a lot. If there's any questions that you have, feel free to put it in the comments. And if you're interested in ever meeting up and fishing, I'm trying to look into doing like beach tours. So I already had a couple people out. If you're ever interested, let me know. We can meet up and set something up.